What did Saturday teach you about this team going forward?
This team still has some fight, still has some life. We obviously the score didn't indicate that it was that competitive, but if you watch the game, we're down 5 at the last media of the first half with the ball coming out of timeout and go into halftime down 11. The 8-minute media of the second half, we're down 8 with the ball, come out, make a 3. And then at the 4-minute media, we're down 13. So it shows our margin for error is really thin. Things can turn really quickly for us. And we got to try to avoid big droughts in scoring or getting stops because we can't really make up for it a lot of times. But you know, to these kids' credit, they continue to work hard, continue to believe in one another, and they continue to fight for what they believe is the right way to play basketball.
How do you think some of the younger guys like Isaac and Yor handling kind of having to play more minutes, having bigger responsibilities?
I mean, they've started most of the games this year. Ice has played quite a bit all year. Yor probably would have played more had not been for foul trouble in several of the other games. So, you know, I think youth is out of the window. I mean, at this point, they're pretty seasoned. They've played a lot. They've experienced a lot. And now it's just a matter of continuing to get better and to now start producing on a consistent basis.
Yor had only 1 foul in that Iowa State game. Do you see him kind of being able to keep out of foul trouble easier now?
Yeah, I mean, part of it is we played differently. We probably played more zone in that game than we have in any of the other 50-some-odd games in my head coaching career so far. And it's something that's necessary right now. To try to protect him. We need him on the court as much as possible, but we can't necessarily pressure and run as much as you can when you have more bodies. And so, just out of necessity, we're playing a little bit more protective defense than aggressive defense, and that certainly has helped him.
What has the practice adjustment been like coming into that game?
Today's really the first day to kind of know. I mean, last week was just. I'm glad it's this week. I'll put it that way. I woke up yesterday feeling pretty good that a new week had come and I survived, right? And today's be the first day, but that stuff's over. This is the team we've got. We'll have a couple guys from last week's tryout that'll start to help us. Very, very basic stuff. I mean, kind of a semi-practice squad, kind of help us prepare, give us a look of what we'll see in the games as much as they can. And certainly don't expect it at this point to go any further than that, but we'll see.
How many of those guys do you end up inviting to practice?
I think there's 5 or 6. I don't know the exact number. I'll check here in a little bit when I meet with them. But there's a lot of things that go into it. You got to make sure that eligibility-wise everything checks out, health-wise everything checks out. The class schedule, they didn't plan to be on the team, right, or to be practicing. And so those things kind of, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I think 5 or 6 of them were called and asked to see if the schedule worked, if they could be here for practice.
You said that it's pretty much going to be strictly practice squad, but since those guys are here helping the team out, are you going to allow them to dress out for games and just sit on the bench? Or?
I don't know if I've thought that far yet, to be perfectly honest, Zach. I mean, I'm just day to day, man, trying to, at this point, make sure our guys that have been here and have gone through kind of the depletion of our roster in a lot of ways, still feel good about the way we're preparing them for games. And so, if there's a kid that comes out here and I think over a few practices he can help us, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't see that scenario right now.
Did it surprise you at all what you got with that tryout? Or
yeah, I was floored. We practiced back here at I can't remember exactly what time, and the tryout was set to start at 6. So I went in just to kind of decompress from practice, and I heard kind of a ruckus. I didn't really. There was about 50 people show up here, and we didn't announce it until about 10 a.m. that morning. So, and it wasn't like you could just show up and do it. You had to kind of go through a process to even have the opportunity. So it shows me that people love Oklahoma State basketball. Now, obviously, some kids feel like, hey, I should have been out there all along, but that you can get that many people to go through that many things to even have a chance to be a part of your practice. And I was up front with them about what to expect. Just shows that this program still has a lot of respectability, and it's the reason we still feel confident that we can build it to be a champion.